Okay, wait. Pause everything. We need to talk. Bayern Munich just made a decision that's got fans across the globe doing double takes. Thomas Müller, yes, the Thomas Müller, is leaving the club. Not because he wanted to, not because he's past it. No, but because Bayern said, thanks for everything, but we're moving on. Basically, the club's management decided to restructure the squad, marking the end of an era. Seriously? Is this how it ends? We're talking about a guy who bled red, who's worn that Bayern badge since he was a 10-year-old boy. A man who's not just part of the club, he is the club. Over 800 career appearances, around 500 goal contributions, 32 major trophies won, including 2 Champions Leagues and a World Cup along the way. He's been through every era, Van Gaal, Heynckes, Guardiola, Flick, and somehow, he always found a way to matter. Always showed up in the big games. He's the first and possibly the last Raumdeuter, the interpreter of space. He was awkward, unpredictable, and absolutely world-class. But now, after 25 years of loyalty, Bayern just pulls the plug? In this video, we're breaking down everything. Why Bayern made this call, what this means for the club, and where Müller goes next. Because this isn't just another player leaving. This is the end of a dynasty, and maybe the start of something new. This wasn't how it was supposed to go down. No farewell tour, no last dance in front of a packed Allianz Arena with flares and tears, no statue reveal or retirement jersey ceremony, just a quiet decision behind closed doors. According to reports, Thomas Müller was ready to extend. He wasn't asking for the moon, just one more year, one last ride. He wanted to end it where it all began, wearing the Bayern badge with pride. But Bayern, they said no scandal, no locker room blow-ups, no drama, just a business call, cold, clean, corporate. The official reason? The board believes the club needs to move in a younger direction. They want to evolve the squad and give space for the next generation. Translation: Müller, thanks for the memories, but we've got new toys to play with. But here's the thing, this isn't just any player. This is Müller, the heartbeat, the soul, the guy who could find space where physics says there shouldn't be any. And Müller's response? Honest, poised, heartfelt. Classic Müller. He said, "It's clear that today is not like any other day for me. My 25 years as an FC Bayern Munich player will come to an end in the summer. It's been an incredible journey, shaped by unique experiences, great encounters, and unforgettable triumphs." This is a man who knows composure and true humility. He added, "I feel immense gratitude and joy that I got to make this career with my beloved club. The special connection to the club and our fantastic fans will always remain. What I want as a farewell should be clear. Titles we can celebrate together, and moments we'll remember fondly for a long time. We're going to give our all in the coming weeks to bring the league title back to Munich and reach our coveted finale de home. Let's do it together." Oof, that hits, right in the gut. And if you watched their match against Heidenheim, you felt it. Fans booed other Bayern players, but not Müller. They clapped, they chanted, they stood tall for him. Because that kind of love, you can't fake it. So now we're asking you, was Bayern right to let him go? Should loyalty still matter in modern football? Or is this just the price of staying too long in the game you love? This man is not just a Bayern player. He is Bayern Munich. He burst onto the scene under Louis van Gaal's Bayern, and shortly afterwards was the golden boy of German football. In 2014, he was Germany's top scorer in their legendary World Cup triumph with 5 goals. A decade later, he's the 3rd highest capped player in Germany's history. Meanwhile, for Bayern, he has done it all. All-time appearance leader with over 700 games, 32 major trophies won. This includes 12 Bundesliga titles, 6 German Cups, 2 Champions League titles, 2 Club World Cups, 2 European Super Cups, and of course, the 2014 World Cup. Over 800 career appearances, around 500 goal contributions, including the most assists in Bundesliga history. From his iconic smirk, to his awkward but deadly runs, to being the OG Raumdeuter, Müller played football like no one else. While others chased the spotlight, Müller just chased space and trophies. He wasn't flashy, he wasn't loud, but when it mattered, he showed up again and again. And fans didn't just love him for the stats. They loved him because he cared. He fought for that crest, every single match. So, what now? What does the future hold for the Raumdeuter himself? Well, officially, Thomas Müller hasn't confirmed what's next. But let's be honest, does anyone really believe he's just gonna ride off into the Bavarian sunset on a horse wearing Lederhosen and calling it a day? Yeah, didn't think so. Here's what we do know. Bayern president Herbert Heiner has made it clear the club wants Müller to stay in the Bayern family. Whether it's as a coach, a youth mentor, or even in a front office suit and tie kind of role, the door is wide open. After all, who better to help shape the next generation than the guy who literally grew up at Sebener Strasse? But that's not the only path on the table. Whispers in the transfer wind say Müller could take a short-term adventure abroad. Maybe MLS, and just imagine him bossing a midfield under the LA lights, or in Miami with pink flamingos and tiki bars nearby, or perhaps Saudi Arabia, where the game's booming and veteran legends are cashing in for one final hurrah. But then again, Müller's never really been the chase the money type. He's always played for love of the game and love of Bayern. Still, he has hinted that he wants to end on his own terms.
Which we are, a lot of people are very, very sad about that.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea where we're going to see you play?
I think in the next 1, 2, 3 months, my contract is until end of July, until the end of the Club World Cup. So I have time. I have time to find the right mindset, to check some ideas, and then we will see.
Is there a chance that we can do this interview next year in the Champions League? We can do it again?
Chances are everywhere. I don't know. I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know yet.
Or you don't want to say?
No, I don't know yet. I was just focused on playing football today and the last 10 days. I think the time will come in June when I have some weeks off, 1 or 2 weeks off.
And then you will find your way.
Yes.
And now you got to focus on finishing the job in the Bundesliga.
The problem in this job is in 2 days we have an away game in Heidenheim. So.
And let's be real, the man still has some gas left in the tank. Maybe he wants one more run, one more trophy, one more laugh-filled press conference where he roasts everyone, including himself. And whatever happens, this isn't the end. Not for someone who is Bayern. Not for a guy who redefined what it means to read space like a chessboard. Should Müller stay at Bayern in a coaching role? Or do you want to see him tear it up in the MLS, maybe win a cup with Messi, or face off against him one last time? Drop your wild predictions in the comments below. So here we are, the end of an era, or maybe, just maybe, the beginning of something entirely new. Thomas Müller, the Raumdeuter, the Joker, the leader, the Bayern heartbeat, is finally stepping off the pitch at the club he's called home for 25 years. And let's be honest, none of us were ready for it. I mean, Bayern really let him go like that? No messy scandal, no fireworks, just a quiet boardroom call. And just like that, the man who played over 700 games for the club, who lifted 12 Bundesliga titles and 2 Champions League trophies, was told, it's time. But this isn't a story of endings. It's a celebration of the chaos and brilliance Müller brought every single time he put on that red shirt. The man made awkward cool. He made finding space an art form. He made fans laugh, opponents cry, and teammates better. Tenacious, intelligent, and somehow always in the right place at the right time. You don't replace players like Thomas Müller. You honor them. You remember them. You feel lucky you watched them live. So, Bayern fans, Germany fans, football fans, where do you think his journey takes him next? Coaching the next generation? One last adventure abroad? Or maybe back in Munich, running things behind the scenes? Let us know in the comments. What's your favorite Müller moment? The smirk? The Raumdeuter runs? That goal in the World Cup? If you loved this deep dive into the soul of Bayern, smash that like button, subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell. Because stories like this one, we've got plenty more to tell. Danke, Thomas, for everything.